First live stream with the microphone. Not sure if I need to hold it further away or not, or if this is close enough proximity between the mouth, between my mouth and the microphone, between the mouth and my microphone. We'll see. Gotta get some viewers in here, and they can let me know how bad this is. I gotta be careful now that I have a microphone that I don't make a bunch of excess noise with my hands or noises around the mic, because it'll pick that up pretty easily, and then you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. Which, man, that would be really sad, wouldn't it? You wouldn't be able to hear what I said. Not like anything I say in these streams really means much anything, but welcome in. First person into the live stream. You got in here about a minute in. Thank you for liking the live stream. I hope you stick around. Let you know that this live stream is going to be probably a lot of sarcasm. I'm a very sarcastic person, especially on these live streams. Testing out my new microphone. I'm not sure how the volume sounds. You can let me know if it doesn't sound good. Maybe it's not loud enough or something wrong, but we'll see. Yeah, right now I'm not a professional YouTuber. Unfortunately. When can you call yourself a professional YouTuber? I guess when you start making money, which, yeah, I haven't done that yet. Your AirPods are dead. Alright, can somebody clarify to me in the stream that you can hear me right now? Because I'm a little bit concerned. What's happening here? I'm asking myself the same question. Can you guys hear the sound? And don't try and fool me and pretend like you can't hear any volume. And you can. Like, somebody honestly tell me. Okay, yes, you can hear it. Good. Thank you for that amazing $20 donation. That's an ongoing gag for those of you who haven't been in any of my live streams before. Me and the live chat always have a good time making fun of how silly and stupid these streams are, so they pretend they donate money to me, and then in the chat, and I pretend like they're actually being serious about it. What made me come onto the live stream today? I don't know. What did make me want to do a live stream today? It's a valid question. Well, one thing that made me want to do the live stream today is that I got the microphone set up for these vertical live streams now, so now my voice should not be cutting in and out of the stream. So we are upgrading, guys. Unless this microphone dies, which would not be good. No, but the real reason I wanted to live stream today, because I just can't get enough of people in the live chat spamming the same thing over and over again, asking me the same questions, telling me I look like Nick Fuentes, AJ Soprano, Forrest Gump, Count Dracula. I just can't get enough of it, guys. It just never ceases to amaze me how people continually compare me to the same people every live stream. It's like, yes, I get it alright, we know. I'm apparently AJ Soprano's twin brother. Or a Ben Shapiro's another one. Which, that might be the most offensive one. Anyway. Why am I live streaming? I have no idea. I do want to go back after the stream and see how the microphone volume sounds. It's probably pretty terrible, but no. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying. You try and you fail. At least that's what I do. It's always try and fail. It's never try and succeed. What would happen if that actually happened? Honestly, I've gotten so used to failure and being bad at YouTube and all these other things that it's like if something actually went my way, I would probably like just not be able to accept it. It'd be a shock. I wouldn't know how to deal with it. Ugh. Yes, I do not like Ben Shapiro. I don't like anybody who I get compared to. Because I just want to be my own individual. Can't be compared to anybody else. I gotta be careful about the excess noise on the stream, though. I don't want to, make too much excess noise because this microphone's pretty sensitive. I haven't done one of these vertical live streams since, man, probably about a week. It's been a little bit, which that's pretty long for me, because I usually did one of these vertical live streams about every day, every other day. You're at 118 subscribers. Yeah, I remember those days. It was not something I want to remember, but unfortunately, PTSD from YouTube is real, guys. I mean, I'm still a small channel, but we're long surpassed the 100 subscriber days, thankfully. But it doesn't really matter much, guys. I have 1,700 some subscribers, and I still don't make any money. Now, if my videos actually did well, maybe that would be another thing. But unfortunately, it's just, yeah, to get money on YouTube, you not only need subscribers, you also need an exorbitant amount of watch time hours, which when you only average about 100 or 200 views on your videos, that's not gonna happen unless you do these vertical live streams long enough, which is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, if you wanted the real reason why I'm doing this vertical live stream, I would like to make a few bucks off of YouTube. I have absolute no passion for these live streams. I don't care about them at all. I don't care if there's only 1 or 2 people watching. Sorry guys, the sarcasm is gonna come out in these streams. It's a guarantee. No, I would not have kept this channel going for 3 years if I didn't have any passion for it. If the only reason I started up the channel was to make money, that would have been a mistake. Would have gave it up long ago. You want to be my mod? Guess how many mods I have, guys? You want to put your guesses in the chat? It's a pretty insane amount of mods. We get so many trolls on these live streams. We really gotta keep it under control. Yes, dude, I was the voice actor for the parrot from Aladdin. Yes, that is correct. That is probably why it sounds the same. I've done so many voice acting roles, I almost forgot about that, guys. But yeah, if you haven't heard my voice before in TV or any other outlet, clearly you haven't been watching enough. Oh. Yes, El Capo, I am doing a vertical live stream right now with the microphone. You'll have to let me know how it sounds because you're one of the only people in the chat right now who I know will actually give me a real answer and will not just pretend. You're the only person I know well enough to not lie to me. But anyway, the answer to the amount of mods I have on these streams, guys, is 0. You know what I do these streams for? These streams are a haven I made for negative people like me. You know, I was having a weird dream one night and for some reason I thought about, you know what? Why are there so many positive videos on YouTube? And why do all these people on YouTube all sound the same? They're always like, welcome back, everybody. Today we've got another very special video for you. So make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And basically donate your entire life earnings to this channel, or else we're not going to put your name up at the end of the video along with the other millions of people who are supposedly members of this channel, but we have yet to confirm that information. But anyway, I was thinking these videos are just way too positive. So I was like, why don't we just do live streams that are completely just all negative? Because I feel like this is the best way I can get viewers. Is because there's way too many people on YouTube who are just positive all the time and pretending every day is the best day of their life. So why don't we just get a nice group of people together, all the negative people who just can't stand that type of positivity, all the positivity, and they don't have any videos to watch on YouTube because they don't have a place for negativity. So this is where it is. If you guys want to tell me I'm insanely ugly and vent out your frustrations from a terrible day at work, you have permission to do that. That's why I don't have any mods. Basically, you guys can just have a heyday in the live chat and just absolutely toast me, toast the other people in the live chat, argue with each other. We don't condone bad behavior on these streams, or else I'd have to condone myself. And I'd probably rather not do that. So yeah, have fun trolling me, guys. I mean, you guys do it regardless of whether I give you permission or not. But the fact that I don't have any mods other than myself, I think that tells you all you need to know. So, I apologize to those who, wanna actually be positive and actually want to say something to me that you want me to take seriously, because it's probably not gonna happen. It's gonna be a lot of joking around and a lot of foolishness, and just basically you're not gonna walk away from this stream being a smarter individual. You're not gonna walk away from this stream having learned anything. You're not gonna walk away this stream being a better person. This is for, these live streams are for slowly chipping away at your humanity. That's also why I do these live streams and I promote people to just like troll me in the chat and I don't do anything about it, is because you need to strip away your humanity. We're too weak and pathetic as regular human beings. So I need to just come on these streams, just have people yelling at me in the chat, telling me how ugly I am, telling me how my voice is the worst voice they've ever heard in their entire lives, asking me the last time I went to see the dentist, all that great stuff. Um, That way I can just slowly desensitize myself and just be able to handle as much hate as humanly possible. And then you guys also have permission to argue with each other as well, even if it's about stupid stuff that doesn't really matter, which, now that I think of it, that's the majority of things we ever talk about as human beings, is stupid stuff that doesn't really matter. Maybe that's why in my live streams I never start talking about things that, like, that's why I don't have any topic for these live streams. I'm not like, hey guys, in this live stream we're going to be talking about X, Y, and Z, and we're going to be breaking it down, going real in depth on this, and we're going to be learning a lot of new things and all this crap. It's because what's the point? I mean, we're all just gonna, we've got this short lifespan. Why would we want to spend it learning things that aren't gonna help us when we're dead? Why we need to learn things just for this short lifespan on Earth? You know, and it doesn't even matter. You don't even need to learn anything. I mean, you just throw away your life anyway. Just working at a job that you hate, and then coming home and consuming large amounts of content just to try and forget about how you're going to have to go right back to work the next day, and it's just going to be a headache every day of your life, And you're basically working toward nothing. There are no goals. You're not working for anything. You're just working to survive, basically just passing the time by until you eventually die. So, yeah, sounds like a very meaningful existence if you ask me. So I just gave up on doing live streams that actually made any sense and actually made people better people, because, uh, why do I need to give you guys any information that would help you with your current lives? We're all gonna die eventually. And then 20, 30 years from then, or even less time period, people will just forget you ever existed to begin with. So, yeah. Man, we must not have all the negative people in here today. I'm not really looking at the live chat, but I'm guessing you guys must be positive people, because if you're negative people, you'd be really enjoying this live stream right now and hitting that like button, because I don't think it gets much more negative than what I just said. So yeah, guys, this live stream's main purpose is for me to pass the time by. You will not learn anything from this live stream. You will not go out of this live stream being a better person or having learned some kind of new information that's really going to help you. This is not going to make you a better person. This is not going to get you $1,000,000. This is not going to set you for life. You're not going to learn something here that's going to help you in your everyday life. This is just a way for you guys to pass the time by until, you inevitably forget that you ever wasted this time to begin with. Day or two from now, you'll forgotten that you ever watched this live stream. You'll forgotten everything you said in the live chat. It'll be great, guys. You won't forget. Yeah, you say that right now, but you'll forget. Trust me. Maybe it'll take a little longer in a couple days, but eventually you will forget that this ever happened. Maybe just over the natural course of time, or maybe if you get dementia when you're older. Or amnesia. Get kicked by a cow, that'll give you a little slight case of forgetting all your past memories. And I don't think the memory of this live stream is going to be exactly at the top of your memory list. You're not going to be on your deathbed saying, somebody asks you, okay, what's your most fondest, most, the memory that just sticks out to you above all the other memories from your lifetime? It's not going to be this live stream, and it shouldn't be. If it was this live stream, I'd be very concerned about you. I would hope that maybe your lifespan was pretty short so you can still remember something as pointless as this live stream. Man, guys, where are all the negative people today? Am I actually talking to normal human beings right now? These live streams were never meant for normal human beings. Normal human beings cannot relate to anything that comes out of my mouth. And if it does, they'll try to just pretend like it doesn't, because if they actually listen to what I would say, it would just send shock waves through their nervous system and they wouldn't be able to handle it. But yeah, so basically, if you're a normal person and you're watching this live stream, you might as well turn it off, because you're not gonna understand anything I say, the entire live stream. Because whenever I actually start talking about a certain subject, my viewpoint on that subject is usually the polar opposite of what a normal human being's view of whatever it is would be. And I should probably give you an example of that, but I'm too lazy to try and come up with any examples in my head. But you could just think of them. I'm getting bored. You're Superman. Superman's in the chat. Everyone, give a round of applause for Superman. Put in your clapping emojis in the live chat. Because I'm tired of seeing those laughing/crying emojis. Because that seems to be pretty much the only emoji I ever see on these live streams. Oh. Yeah. That's right, El Capo. Jack of all trades, master of none. I think calling somebody a jack of all trades is like a nice way of saying, yeah, you're not good at anything. I think the original meaning of jack of all trades was somebody who is good at everything. But I think it's just basically become somebody who's not good enough at one thing, to the point where they've tried out multiple different things, tried to get good at multiple different things, but they couldn't because they're just so bad, and then they do something else and then something else. So they basically just learn a little bit of knowledge and then just move on to the next thing, will never really become good at it. I know one person in particular, I'm not going to say any names, but I know one person who's really good at fooling other people into thinking he's smart and into thinking he knows a bunch about a lot of different things, when in reality, he doesn't know much of anything. He just picks up like one basic piece of information on like all these different things. Like, he knows like one basic obscure piece of information about cars or about fishing or literally anything you can think of. And then he just goes around to people who are a little bit more normal, and they just are really good with a couple things and don't just know a little bit about everything. And then he goes telling these pieces of information, these tiny pieces of information to all these other people, and they don't know any better. Like, they don't know anything about the subjects he's talking about. So they just assume he knows what he's talking about, when in reality, he only knows that one thing. And if you asked him any questions, he couldn't give you the right answer. But basically, he just goes around fooling everybody into thinking he's a really smart individual who knows a lot about everything, when in reality, if you actually heard him talk about something that you actually know a decent amount about, you'll realize real fast that he's just being fake. So, there's a lot of people like that out there that you'll have to watch out for. And so a lot of people can, the people who are very charismatic and, people would say they're funny and not referring to the way they look, but their humor is good. Uh, uh, those people are the best at getting away with it. So, take me for instance. Have you learned anything from this live stream? No. Why are you still watching? uh, No, I don't do that. I don't go around learning little pieces of information about everything and then acting like I know everything about that subject matter. I'm very aware of what I know and what I don't know. And I'm not going to pretend like I know more about something when I don't, just to make myself look better to other people. It's a lot of hogwash. A lot of people actually do that on YouTube, when in reality, they'll make a video, but everything they say in the video was like they just Googled it or just figured it out on the internet or whatever source they got it from, and they actually don't know anything about it to begin with. And then when that happens, you just get a lot of the same type of videos over and over again, same pieces of information off the internet, copy and pasted. And then you don't actually learn anything new or interesting. Bro, tell us something about reality. That's a tough one. uh, you want me to talk about reality as in the Matrix, or do you want me to? Because there's reality, and then there's delusion land, and then there's the Matrix. So, actual reality is pretty dark. Um, here, I'll give you reality. All right. Here's our reality check for the day, folks. So we have a bunch of human beings, and they spend their whole lives, uh, working towards something, trying to achieve different things. They always have the mindset of, if I just do this one next thing, this is what's gonna make my life perfect. This is what's gonna make me feel satisfied. This is what is gonna give me reward in my life. And they spend their whole miserable lives thinking, if I just do this or get this or whatever, this is what's gonna fix my life. When in reality, nothing's gonna fix your life. You just have to deal with what you have, and you just have to. You either enjoy it, or you can just keep pretending like something's gonna fix your life when nothing is. Lives will never be perfect. Your life will never be perfect. So I apologize. There's your reality check. And it doesn't matter if your life's perfect or not. Honestly, I'm happy my life will never be perfect. And you want to know why? Because I don't think I could ever deal with the concept of dying one day if I'm leaving my perfect life. If I had a perfect life and then I ended up, I'm dying, how would I come to grips with losing my perfect life? So I'm happy that this life is not perfect, and that you're going to keep trying and you're going to keep failing, and nothing you do really matters, and it feels like crap, and it's unfulfilling, and it's total garbage, and it's not gonna get. I mean, you can do things to temporarily help your situation or whatever, but there's nothing. I don't believe anything can permanently satisfy you while you're on Earth. So, but anyway, so yeah, those people, they spend their whole lives trying to achieve something or get somewhere, and Needless to say, even when they get those things or achieve those things, the reward or satisfaction from those things either never comes to begin with, or it just stays for a brief period of time. I've noticed this especially as you get older. Um, I feel like human beings enjoy the process of the of things, not necessarily the destination. It's about the journey, not the destination. I feel like that's the way humans are programmed, because we're meant to, basically we can make up everything being better than what actually is in our minds. And then once you actually achieve those things, you realize, yeah, the reward from it is not even that great. It doesn't really even mean anything. But it was the process of doing said thing that was enjoyable, not even the destination or the reward from it. That's why people who make lots of money just never stop. Like, they just want to keep making more money and more money. It's not necessarily that, hey, once I get a certain amount of money, I'll be happy and my entire rest of my life I'll feel fulfilled. That's not how it works. Um, because humans are programmed, you always have to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So even when these people make millions upon millions of dollars and tons of money, more money than they could even spend in their own lifetime, they keep wanting to make more and more money. It's because they get their enjoyment out of the process of making money, not necessarily the end result when you actually have the money. And it makes more and more sense to me, because obviously I've not made millions and millions of dollars in my life, and people are like, well, if you haven't, how do you know? Well, all you have to do is look at these people. Why would they keep wanting to make more and more money if they're good? They're set for the rest of their lives. They would never need to make any more money the rest of their lives, and they would be fine right now. But instead, they want to keep doing it and keep doing it. It's because when they finally achieve it, they just sit there and they're like, what am I supposed to do now? This was my entire life, was making more money. It was nothing else. They don't know what to do with themselves. And then they just go back to it. And it's just a never-ending habit until they die. So either you can try and just deal with your situation, try and enjoy what's happening to you currently, or you can just be miserable and just always need more and need more and need more, and it'll never be enough. I feel like I'm preaching a sermon right now. That was not my intention, guys. Sometimes I come on these live streams and it's just all sarcasm and we just have a good fun time. And then other times I try and be smart, and then I prove how stupid I am pretty quickly. If anybody ever wanted to find out how stupid they really are, just start up one of these live streams, sit in front of the camera and start talking, and you'll realize how unintelligent you are really quickly. You'll try and say things that make sense, or deep things that you think will really help people. When in reality, none of the viewers are even listening to begin with, and nobody cares, and it doesn't mean anything in the long run. It's great, isn't it? I think that's why it's so hard, because my best life advice is just to be satisfied with yourself and not need anything else. Obviously, you gotta do certain things in order to survive, but try not to be dependent on all these other outside factors that you don't have any control over. You're just gonna be miserable. I guess that's why I was miserable for a while with this YouTube channel. It's because I was so focused on how many subscribers can I get, how many viewers can I get, when in reality, that's a good deal of that stuff is out of my control. Yes, I can do certain things to get more viewers, get more subscribers, make certain videos, try my best, but at the end of the day, Sometimes your best isn't even good enough, so all you can do is not rely on these outside factors and just enjoy what's happening currently. And I think one thing that's actually made me enjoy things more than I normally would otherwise is I've just gone back and, like, I have videos from when I was a kid and past times in my life, and or things I've done in the past, that I was pretty that I've come back and seen some of the things I've accomplished, and I realize it's hard to describe when you're trying to describe a certain feeling or a sensation, but I just realized, maybe that didn't mean anything to anybody else. Maybe those things I did when I was younger, that didn't matter to anybody. And maybe nothing I do for the rest of my life will mean anything to anybody else. So maybe I should just enjoy these things for myself and not care that much about what other people think, or whether they thought it was impressive or not. Maybe for the rest of my life, I'll just be a boring human being, and my life will be insanely boring. I'll probably just live in the same area, out in the country, and and a lot of my friends I used to have, people I used to know, maybe I'll never see them again. And maybe I'll just have a really boring life where I live by myself for the rest of my life until I die. And I won't do anything impressive. I won't send rockets into outer space. I won't build rockets and go outer space. I won't come up with a cure for cancer. I won't do any of these things, which I think that's probably highly probable that I won't do any of those things. But maybe I can just still be happy even with my boring, mundane life that means nothing to anybody else. But if it means something to me, maybe it matters then. Guys, why am I being serious? This is not supposed to be serious. I need to be joking around. We need to be having a good time here. I'm sorry to those who want to tell me something in the live chat and I've been completely ignoring you, but honestly, my past live streams, I've been pretty much reading the live chat the entire time, and it made me a much dumber individual. Which I can't say this live stream's gonna make you very smart, but at least it shouldn't rob you of too many brain cells, hopefully. But yeah, no offense to the people who actually watch these live streams and comment things that actually mean something and they're not just spamming the same thing mindlessly like robots. No offense to those people. I'm sorry if there was something you guys really wanted me to see in the live chat that was going to be a life-changing, life-altering experience, but somehow I doubt that's going to happen. Somehow I don't think it matters much what somebody's going to say in the chat. I don't think it's going to affect me very much. But at least all you can do is try. Basically, that's the way life is. All you can do is try. We don't have any good answers for you. Or maybe we'll just feed you a bunch of lies to try and send you off the trail and get you distracted by all these other things. I mean, that's what life is at the end of the day. It's just a bunch of distractions. And then a lot of these distractions they're on purpose so that you don't ask actual questions, actual real life questions. You got a million different distractions so you never actually think of some things that actually matter. Yeah, I just looked at the chat, guys, and I'm seeing these same copy and paste stuff, so didn't look like I was missing out on anything. Has the microphone volume been good for this, guys? Like, seriously? I don't need any sarcastic responses on this one. Yes or no? Is El Capo still watching? I need you, El Capo. Are you still watching? I need one human being on the live stream who I at least know is a real human being. Majority of these accounts, I'm pretty sure, are just robotic accounts. It's just AI slop. I love this, guys. This is so accurate of human beings. I start talking seriously about stuff, and then somebody puts in the live chat, hey, has something bad happened to you? I love that. Have you ever noticed in life if you actually take time to just do nothing? Like, have you ever just done nothing? Like, just went outside and just sat in the grass and done nothing? You know, the first thing people are going to ask you? They're going to ask you, is there something wrong with you? Why aren't you doing anything? You know, that's why to me life is so fake. It's just the matrix, is because why do you have to constantly be doing things? And when you actually start talking about serious things, or you actually just sit down and just relax and don't do anything, you're not watching the television, or you're not doing all these other things, people immediately get concerned about you. They immediately assume there's something wrong with you. You're actually thinking about things seriously. You're actually talking seriously. You're actually taking time out of your day to relax and just think about things. What is wrong with you? You need to be getting up and doing something, even if it's completely meaningless. You need to be consuming large amounts of content. There's something wrong with you if you're not doing that. That's the Matrix, guys. It's funny how whenever you're in the Matrix, people don't question it. But whenever you do something against it, everybody's questioning it. That's why we're programmed robots, everybody. We're just programmed. People think they're so amazing and uh, so individual, have so much individuality and just an amazing human being, and yet they just run on autopilot their entire lives. They just do the same thing their entire lives, never even stop to question anything, never even stop to think. They just spam the same comment. Hey, I'm sweating a good bit. uh, Talking is making me sweat, guys. This is too much physical activity just talking into a microphone. I gotta calm down here. What was I just saying? No, we're not. You're lying. Keep telling that to yourself. I'm the one lying, guys. I'm the villain. No, if you guys are currently in the Matrix right now, which I assume the majority of you are, you're not going to want to listen to this, because if you listen to what I say, it's going to tear down your entire fake reality that you build up for yourselves. So, yes, I know you guys putting in the live chat, no, you're lying. That's just your defense mechanisms. That's your defense mechanisms, because you won't allow anybody to tear down the fake walls you built that give your life meaning. Well, trust me, guys, even if you don't listen to me, which I'm fine with, uh, which I don't expect anybody to listen to me, honestly, you're gonna realize it one day. Can't live in the Matrix forever. Yeah, that's the best advice. Get a job. Guys, I clearly don't have a job because I'm taking 40 minutes out of my day to live stream on YouTube. Yeah, that's what people in the Matrix say. They say you need to do certain things. You can't just sit down and enjoy life. You can't just take a break and enjoy life. You can't do that. You got to be in the Matrix, guys. You got to constantly be doing things. You got to constantly be distracting yourself to not realize how pitiful this reality actually is, because some people just can't seem to handle it. As in, most people can't handle it. uh, yes, guys, having a job is the number one answer to life. Your entire existence should be spent at a job. Work your life away. That will give your life meaning. 100%. I agree. Especially if it's a job you don't even like to begin with, even better. It's the Matrix. Talking about soup today? Yes, I have a lot of trouble anytime I eat soup. It's a major problem having facial hair and trying to eat soup. It's a bit of a mess. Yeah, this is an 800,000 suburban luxury home. And I've been complaining this whole time, guys. Anytime I say something you guys don't want to hear, just assume it's me complaining. 100%. I totally agree with you. Ah. Yeah, guys, we're just living out here in a mansion right now. My life could not be better. This is what gives your life meaning, guys. Get a huge house. Spend every waking moment consuming entertainment. It just doesn't get any better than this. I think I'm about ready to go full on in the sarcastic mode. I think I'm ready to switch it up. I've been too serious during this live stream too long. How do you pay your living expenses without job or money? Well, you obviously need money. But you don't need a job unless you can just, rob a bank. Yeah, that'll get you playing, mate. uh, yeah, I'm a squatter, guys. I just squat in rich people's houses when they leave to go to their other house. Go down to their house in Florida. Yeah, I take their house, whichever one they move out of. Just squat in it. Squatters' rights. I don't know how much you can hear this chair squeaking, but I always have trouble whenever I live stream sitting on this chair. It's always going hog wild. Gotta tone it down. Gotta spray some WD-40 on these hinges. Ugh. Well, I think I burnt myself out and it only took 50 minutes. I'm too tired to talk about anything anymore. Kind of the problem with these vertical live streams is it's just talking. It's like nothing else to do. It's failure, guys. There's something wrong with me, guys. Thank you for keeping the hate coming in the chat, guys. Let's keep it up. This is my haven for negativity. If you just had a bad day at work, time to vent out those frustrations on this live stream. Nobody else on YouTube will usually give you permission to do that, but I give you permission. Just let loose in the chat. Some of you guys, though, need to get better with your rage baiting. There's too many people who just rage bait the same things. You gotta come up with something new, and then you also have to cleverly word it to make it sound better. Yeah, you gotta really hone in on those rage bait abilities. Oh my, Scott. Unfortunately, I think El Capo left the stream. Scott, can you tell me if the microphone is sound pretty good? Because the only people I trust is people I've seen before in these live streams who actually say things that come from their brains and not just copy and paste. Like actual human beings. There aren't many of them left nowadays, but most people have thrown away their humanity. Or they've had it taken away from them. How much do I pay for top tier rage baiting? I don't pay any money. I expect you guys to get better with your rage baiting skills, regardless of whether you're paid or not. That's an interesting rage bait, but I don't really know what it means. Raise your voice. Don't be worthless. So what, having a quiet voice means you're worthless? Confused? You think I got my money's worth with this mic? Well, you don't know how much money I paid for this mic. My entire life savings went toward this microphone. My $5 life savings. No. The mic costs like, it was like mid-30s, like $35. It's a used microphone, but it doesn't look like it's been used. It's in pretty good condition. I'm sure after I get through with it, it's not going to be in good condition anymore, but let's see how long it lasts. Try and get use out of it. Oh, here we go, guys. I wasn't joking about it. Here we go. The Nick Fuentes insinuations have begun. I bet somebody went... I went for a long period of time there when I wasn't reading the chat, but I bet you somebody probably compare me to AJ Soprano or Ben Shapiro earlier, but I wasn't really paying attention. There do seem to be a lot of trolls. I mean, most of the people who watch vertical live streams are just trolls. It's pretty hilarious they troll because literally all their rage bait comments, they just copy and paste them on different people's live streams. So basically, they don't know anything about the person live streaming, and yet they think their rage bait comments are supposed to mean something. And then, not only that, but their rage bait comments are just copy and paste. They're not even something they just came up with. And a lot of the people just putting the same things over and over again. So it's like it might as well as be robots at this point just putting in the chat. It just means nothing. But I let people do it because it doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's slightly annoying for the other people in the chat who actually want to put something of use in the chat. Instead, get people hogging up the chat, copy and pasting. Uh, uh, so it is more a problem for that, but I'm all right with it because these people are contradicting themselves because they'll say, "Oh, you're so annoying. Oh, I can't stand this stream." Well, why are you watching then? It's like, I think you may or may not have the option to turn the stream off. Yeah, you probably didn't figure that one out. So busy copy and pasting the same rage bait comments over and over again, we forgot that we could maybe just turn off the live stream. But that's why they get on the streams, is just to try and derive enjoyment out of doing it, which honestly, if that's what makes you happy, I must say you're a bit of a sad individual, but whatever, who am I to say that, right? If you're somebody who derives your happiness out of doing YouTube live streams, I guess I'm a sad individual. Though but I didn't ever say I derive my happiness from this. I do enjoy it to a certain extent, but this isn't what makes me wake out of the get out of the bed and wake up every morning is like, oh, I can live stream today. All right, guys. I'm gonna live stream. This is what motivates me to live life. Nah, not exactly. uh, but it is something I enjoy doing. Though I probably done it too much to this point where it can burn you out. So I'm trying to get better taking my breaks. Also, I think it's better for the viewers because if I do a live stream like every day, you guys are just gonna end up hearing the same things over and over again, and I need my 1 day reprieve to come up with something new. But I feel like I talked about some things in this live stream that I either haven't talked about before or I haven't talked about for a while. So you could probably actually get away within these vertical live streams. You could probably get away with just saying the same stuff every time because honestly, these vertical live streams, it's usually a bunch of new viewers. It's not usually the same people every time, just a bunch of new trolls and rage baiters. So it's not like they've ever been in one of your live streams before, so they wouldn't know whether you were repeating something for the 100th time or not. Yes, I'm doing a podcast right now. Can you give me the definition of a podcast? I need the definition of a podcast. Trust me, I don't think you would want to listen to the audio quality of this without this microphone. If you want to listen to it, then just go to my past live streams and you'll get to listen to that great sound quality. Yes, the only reason I have this microphone is not to improve the sound quality, guys. It's to pretend like I'm a professional YouTuber, to fool people into thinking that I'm really good at this. No, that's not what this microphone is used for. Yeah, I know. Shocking, right? Like this microphone, it's not even hooked in right now, guys. It's not even hooked in. I just stick it in front of my face for no reason. Just because it looks like I know what I'm doing because I have a microphone from my face. Like, makes me look professional. Yeah, that's exactly it. We're really upping the IQ with this, aren't we? uh, Yo, somebody actually gave the definition of a podcast Or at least their definition, or the definition they just typed into Google and just copy and pasted it into the chat. Which is probably what happened, because I doubt anybody would have the definition of a podcast in their back pocket. You're not famous. Wow, Xavier, I didn't know that. Thank you. Thank you, I'm not famous, guys. Wow, you're really depressing me. Giving me new pieces of information every day. Did I ever tell you I wanted to be famous? I love how we just assume things when we have no knowledge on the situation. Well, thank you for giving me Google's definition of a podcast. I'm happy somebody gave me the answer, even if it wasn't something they knew in their head and just typed into the internet. Kind of sound like Forrest Gump. My name's Forrest Gump. Yeah, we get that one a lot. Forrest Gump, Nick Fuentes, AJ Soprano, my personal favorite, Count Dracula. That's one I made up. I wish people would compare me to Dracula. I'd honestly rather be compared to Dracula than AJ Soprano, Nick Fuentes, and Forrest Gump, but to each their own. My head is a block because I was created in Roblox. I'm literally a fictional character from Roblox. I am not a human being. That is why my head is a block. You're definitely not the first person to ever say that to me before. The one guy earlier gave me a comparison I had never heard before. They compared me. They said my voice sounded like the parrot from Aladdin, which I've never even watched Aladdin, so maybe I'll have to listen to that parrot's voice and see if it sounds somewhat familiar. Thank you for adding the question marks to that, Xavier. I definitely didn't see you ask that like 5 seconds before you just copied it again. Alright guys, I'm legally obligated. If you ask me a question, I must answer. Yes, my life is amazing. You have no idea. The amount these comparisons to AJ Soprano, Nick Fuentes, they make my day every day. I can't get enough of it, so I just have to keep live streaming for more comparisons. It never gets old, never. Probably stream for another 30 or 40 minutes. I think that's about as much as I can handle for now. At least probably for today. I don't know, I might live stream later, but probably not a vertical live stream. Ooh. Oh my Doug. I remember you, Doug. Yeah, you were in that live stream while I was driving. Uh, no, I don't think we're gonna be taking any rides today, Doug. I think we're just gonna be staying stationary in this room. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more of those live streams, honestly, because I don't know. It's really tough because the lighting. Uh, Doing a live stream while you're driving, the lighting is usually pretty bad if because you can't control where the sunlight is gonna be at. So sometimes it's all right, and sometimes it's horrible. And then the quality of the stream's not gonna be as good as normal because you're running off of data and not Wi-Fi, so the connection's not as good. So it tends to disconnect more, and it gets blurrier. Goes from about 1080p quality to 480p. uh, yeah, I don't know. I do like to do those live streams, but I don't know if the quality's gonna be bad. Plus, I don't know that I can use the microphone while I'm doing it because I don't think I have a spot in my car to put this microphone at. So the audio quality's gonna be worse. Ugh. Yes, don't play with your phone while you're driving. Genius ideas. Guys, when I live stream and I have my phone, I don't just have my phone on one of those phone holders and I just drive and talk while not looking at the live chat. No. I read every comment in the live chat while I'm driving and I risk, ending my life through a car accident just to read these amazing live chats where people spam in the chat and just say the same comments over and over again. Yes, I would 100% risk my life to look at my phone and see those chats. Oh my. I'm still trying to figure out one major question, guys. Who's losing more brain cells right now? Me or my viewers? I would like to think that I'm the one losing more brain cells from reading you guys' live chats. But you guys would probably argue and say you're losing more brain cells listening to me. Unfortunately, we can't put it up to a vote because I would be slightly outnumbered. 1 against 16 people. Has my day been fabulous or treacherous? It's somewhere in the middle, which is the way most of my days are. It's just kind of whatever. It's neither good nor bad. It's just riding that fine line. Where are you from, pal? I am from Transylvania. Count Dracula at your service. That's I keep forgetting, guys, to put in the description of these live streams I'm from Transylvania. So I get so many people asking me where I'm from. Be nice to just put in the description, say, read the description. Yes, I'm very mad right now. I'm very upset, guys. You have no idea how angry I get. Right now, I'm on anger medication because I just can't seem to control it anymore. So I do these live streams and I just vent out my frustrations on my viewers. But they do the same thing to me, so it's fair game in here. It's fair game in my chat. If you put something in the chat, don't think you're safe just because I want, you know, don't think you're safe and I'm not going to come for you in the chat just because, oh, I can't offend anyone and I can't offend anyone. We got to get all these subscribers. We got to get everybody like the stream. I really don't care. I mean, I prefer people like the stream and subscribe to the channel. I'd be lying if I didn't. Otherwise, there wouldn't be much point to it, other than my own enjoyment I get from it. But, I'm not just going to sit here on pins and needles and say a bunch of generic, general things that don't mean anything just because I don't want to offend any certain person. Because that is true YouTube slop. Honestly, this live stream is slop, but it's a different type of slop. It's not a slop where you just sit on pins and needles and you don't give your opinion on anything because you don't want to disagree with anybody. Don't want to offend anybody. Think I'm from Virginia, not Transylvania? No, I'm not from Virginia, and I'm being 100% serious. I'm not from Virginia. Yeah, the stream does smell a little fishy, doesn't it, Xavier? Are you stinking up the live chat, Xavier? Let's do a little ASMR, guys. That'd be horrible. I probably have about the worst voice to do that. I'm not from West Virginia either. No Virginias. If you actually guess where I'm from, I will give you a legitimate yes or no answer. But if you just ask me flat out where I'm from, I'm probably not going to give you the answer. Because I want you guys to work for it. You need to work for it, guys. You're not supposed to be on these live streams just relaxing and doing whatever you're doing, probably getting distracted by something else right now. Not allowed to do that. You gotta be putting in effort, guys. You gotta be putting effort in to watch these streams. Can't just be watching and doing nothing. No, I'm not from the South. Yeah, Nick Fuentes. Shout out to my boy. Nick Fuentes. My long-lost twin brother. Except I'm the one who was actually lost. I'm not from Kansas. I don't think I can make it much longer, guys. Just talking in this microphone's really just taking away all my energy. I just can't do it anymore, guys. Just sitting here on my rear end, it's just too much work. I don't think I can handle it. Do something entertaining. Too difficult. Honestly, people are so desensitized in this day and age. I don't think there's anything you could do that would actually be entertaining. I could probably jump off of a 5-story building and nobody would be impressed. So I was like, well, why don't we just go back to the basics of just sitting in front of the camera and talking about absolutely nothing? You know, these streams are to help you guys be less desensitized. We just sit here and we just embrace the boredom. We embrace the boredom, and then it will allow you guys these streams. The intention behind these boring streams is for you guys to be able to enjoy the other things in your life more than you otherwise would, even more. Because then you can just compare it to this and be like, oh, yeah, this is way better than that. And then it just makes everything else better by being bad. Whereas if I did a highly entertaining stream, that would only further desensitize you guys. So we can't be doing that. We gotta be helping these people out. I think that right there, that yawn I just did, I think that pretty much tells you all you need to know about this live stream. I'm sorry, guys. You have no idea how hard it is to do these live streams, sitting on my rear end and talking. It's too much. I can't handle it. Trying to keep about 10 people, uh, trying to keep at least about 10 people engaged with the stream, it's too difficult. You know, give me about 1 or 2 people. That's my sweet spot. Uh, Bye, Mr. Boring. All right, goodbye. I hope this helped you enjoy other things more. I sincerely hope this will help you enjoy the other things in your life more, which it should. See, I'm helping people, guys. This is not a complete slop of a live stream, it is not. I'm helping people to enjoy the other things in their lives more. Instead of come on these live streams and give you bogus advice that doesn't mean anything to help your lives become better, why not just do a really boring stream that makes everything else look great in comparison? This is helping humanity. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Jimmy. Doing talking live streams is not a thing that guys should be doing because people just don't watch it. Uh, I got you, Jimmy. I get what you're saying. Yes, another unemployed guy. Everybody on YouTube is unemployed. Mr. Beast, unemployed. No, no, you cannot make money off of YouTube. That's a fallacy. Everybody who does live streams, unemployed. 100%. Hey there, bud. Yes, I'm doing humanity a favor, guys. We're making this stream as boring as possible so you can really appreciate the other things in your lives. So just it's a challenge, guys. Can you stand this? Can you sit here and watch this live stream for more than 5 seconds? The longer you can stay here and watch this stream, I guarantee you it will help you appreciate better things in your lives. Because I'm helping you take the bar for what you find amusing, what you find entertaining, and I'm lowering that bar for you. I'm lowering it. So now, anytime you watch something else, you know, it won't be hard to reach that level and you'll get more enjoyment out of it. Yes, guys, I'm 40 years old. Thank you, Xavier. I think we saw it the first 10 times that you copy and pasted it. El Capo is back, and he's on the attack. Yeah, this is my mom's basement, guys. Not my dad's basement. It's my mom's basement. Think I live in Maryland? Wrong again. Can anybody guess where I'm actually from? Real answer, the North Pole. Actual answer, outer space. Maybe Antarctica. Yeah, she does have a nice basement, I must say. My mom's got the nicest basement you've ever seen in your life. It's just fantastic. She decorates the basement even. Like, she doesn't just decorate the house. She puts pictures in the basement, really tidies it up, dusting, all this great stuff. She just takes care of the basement, cleans it all just for me to live down here when when I'm already 40 years old. Uh, and I just hide away in this basement, away from humanity, away from civilization. And anytime I try and say serious things that people are supposed to take seriously and, not just take it as a joke, um, it just doesn't work. They can't take me seriously because I'm in my mom's basement at 40 years old. They just can't. I mean, once you've been in your mom's basement this long, you're no longer a human being. I mean, you're just not. You have no value as a human. No value at all. uh, ding, ding, ding. Hank. Hank the Stank. Love that name, Hank. Are you the one who's been stinking up the live chat? Well, anyway, you just redeemed yourself by guessing the correct answer. Congratulations. Yeah, you're just a basement dweller. You're no longer a human being. You're categorized as a basement dweller, which is different than being a human being. I look like I'm 20, but I don't look like I'm 40. Amazing, guys. I discovered the fountain of youth, guys. I am actually 40, but I look like I'm 20. I discovered the fountain of youth, guys. It may or may not be in Antarctica, and it's frozen over, so you have to break the ice just to get back down the water. Gotta heat up the ice to get a sip of that fountain of youth. I'm glad there's no fountain of youth. Because I feel if there was a fountain of youth, everybody would drink from it because, well, most everybody. Because I assume most human beings are scared of death. Um, but honestly, it's good in the long run that we're all going to die. Because I don't think anybody needs us on this earth for much longer, let me tell you. Our value as human beings is just... It's just diminishing every day. We're still in our mom's attic at 40 years old. You have no value as a human being anymore. Why am I living in my parents' house? Well, actually, I was just joking about that. Actually, I'm a professional squatter. And I just live in other people's houses, the rich people's houses. When they leave to go to their mansion in Florida, I take up their house in the North State. So we just hop from house to house. It's a great lifestyle, honestly. Do I mean Samus and Brawl? I used to say I did, but honestly, I probably played Ike more in Brawl. I would say Ike's my main, but Samus is my favorite character in general. Oh, sorry, did I just burp? That's unacceptable. I'm gonna get demonetized for burping on a live stream. YouTube's coming for me. You're not allowed to be burping, guys. Can't be belching it out. Dude, I cannot show you my parents' room, dude. It's too graphic. Yes, Matt, I have a job to support myself. Amazing, Matt, you know. This background is fake. It's completely fake. This is just a backdrop. I'm actually out on the street right now. I figured a way of silencing the sound effects coming from the cars going by so you can't hear that. I'm outside right now. I'm homeless, guys. This is just a fake backdrop. Uh, I just put behind me on every video to try and fool people into thinking that I'm not homeless. But honestly, I should probably just embrace being homeless. That way, maybe we could get some maybe $5 donations going from PayPal. And that'll at least get me a chance to get some tobacco from my local vape shop. Oh, you'll give me a home? Thank you. Tell me the address for the home that I'm going to be squatting at next. Yeah, the chair is fake. It's all green screen, guys. It's just your imagination. I put you guys under a hypnotic spell whenever you join the live stream. It's a hallucination. Yes, mom and dad are very upset. I gotta get these job applications in immediately. Why am I wasting time live streaming on YouTube? We gotta be taking life seriously, guys. We're not supposed to be enjoying ourselves. We gotta be taking life seriously, guys. It's not like this is our only life that we'll ever have. That can't be the case, guys. So you really gotta make this worthwhile. You gotta go work, boys. Work at a job you hate. Do it for the rest of your life until you physically can't do it anymore. And then retire. And then by the time you can just relax, you're pretty much just at the nursing home and you're gonna die. So I hope that's what you're looking forward to doing with your life. Yes, I am slop. I am slop incarnate. This is a very sloppy live stream. We've got them awfully sloppies for you. Sorry, that was a quote from a movie. If anybody can guess what that's from, I would be very impressed. We've got them awfully sloppies for you. Dude, I'm taking all kinds of medication, man. It's just, I've got so many concoctions of medications, it's amazing I haven't keeled over yet. Yeah, this is the American dream, guys. Live streaming for 10 to 15 people is the real American dream. No need to be putting in job applications. This is the American dream right here, right now. Are you claiming to be a 10-year-old? We have a lot of 10-year-olds who join these streams, but they usually don't admit it. I'm impressed that you admitted that for everybody. Thank you. We need to know everybody's age in the live chat. We have to know it. Yes, Doug, these are very uplifting live streams. I'm raising everybody's spirits. Everybody is becoming a much better human being right now. We are all learning new pieces of information. It's amazing, guys. Amazing what we can accomplish when we set our minds to it. Amazing. We live stream, and if I set my mind to it, we can accomplish anything. We accomplished getting 31 likes on this live stream. See, set your mind to it. You can get 31 likes on a live stream. It may or may not take you an hour and a half to do it. I guess it depends who you are. Yes, Doug, I'm bringing your brain cells back. We encourage humanity on these live streams. Yes, there's definitely not people just copy and pasting the same things in the chat constantly and just dehumanizing you by saying it over and over and over again till it drives you out of your mind. Nobody does that. We are very uplifting. We we're really getting somewhere, guys. I really feel like we're accomplishing something right now. Right here, right now. If you're on this live stream, you are just so blessed. I cannot explain to you how blessed you are. Great things are coming your way. I will manifest energy for you as long as you like and subscribe and donate to the channel and watch every single video I've ever done. As long as you do that, I will manifest energy. I didn't ever specify whether it would be good energy or bad energy, but I will manifest energy. Basically, can you guys support my channel, fund me, fund my livelihood just for me to pretend like I'm giving you some kind of positive energy? Because there's people who do that, and I don't understand who the idiots are who fall for this stuff, but if you're one of them, stop doing it. You're destroying humanity every second. This is a complete scam job, guys. You guys are absolutely getting scammed right now. You will never get these seconds, these minutes that you're spending on this live stream. You'll never get them back, guys. They are slipping through your fingertips as I speak. You're never getting them back. How does that make you feel, guys? How does it make you feel that right here, right now, the seconds that are passing by, you spent those seconds watching this live stream that means absolutely nothing? How does that make you feel, guys? It's not like you just waste your time all the time and just watch things that don't matter and just throw your life away. It's not like you ever do that. You don't do that. I know you don't do that. That's why you're here on my live stream. I need to stop. I need to go to bed. It's way past my bedtime, guys. As we can all tell, it's just too much. You're driving home from a 12-hour shift. All right, guys. I'm going to try and single-handedly keep this guy from falling asleep at the wheel. If he just worked a 12-hour shift, I've got to start screaming in the microphone right now. Make sure he doesn't fall asleep while driving. All right, are you awake right now? Don't fall asleep. If you fall asleep, you may never wake up again. Do not close those eyelids. Your life depends on you listening to the sound of my voice right now. I'm not even joking. I'm actually enjoying myself right now, man. When's the last time I could have said that? Probably never. This feels foreign to me, guys. I'm actually enjoying myself. I'm not supposed to be doing that. I need to be serious, guys. I need to go get a job, regardless of whether I already have a job or not. I need to go get a job, clean my face up because I'm dirty as all get out. I need to go brush those teeth 10 times. I need to take care of myself right now. Trim that facial hair clean off. Get that get that junk off my face. And we need to make a man out of myself. As hard as it is to do that, we need to stop having fun. No fun. No fun. We need to be serious right now. Let's get it together, guys. Doug is feeling better. I can't say I've heard anybody ever say that before watching my live stream. You were watching a steel factory forge steel. But this is better. I mean, I'm not really sure if that's a compliment, but... Yeah, this is 10 times better, guys. 10 times better than watching get-rich-quick schemes on the internet. You know, I just live stream, and I don't promise my viewers anything. We might have a live stream where I sit here and don't say anything for hours. Like, literally. And even if I talk, it basically doesn't mean anything. It just noise out of my mouth. It's non-stop noise. And, you know, it's very impactful, very meaningful. Everybody loves it. I don't promise anybody anything watching my streams. You're not gonna get anything out of watching this stream. This stream, everybody watching this stream is for you to pass the time by. This is for you to waste your time. You're never gonna get the minutes or seconds you spend on this stream. You're never getting them back. It's over. You're done. I mean, you're never getting this time back, guys. This is for you guys to have a nice period of time here where you can just forget about literally everything, because every word that comes out of my mouth makes you a dumber individual. But being dumb, it's ignorance is bliss. So I try and make my viewers as dumb as possible, bring them down to my level, and then they can just enjoy life. That's how you really get people to enjoy life. And I make these streams as boring as possible on purpose, so that that when they leave this stream, whatever they do after they leave this stream will be 10 times better, will be way more enjoyable. And I'm slowly chipping away at the desensitization of hyper entertainment. When we just sit here and talk about nothing, we strip away hyper entertainment. It allows people to actually enjoy other things in their lives more when they see something that's this horrible. That's my goal. That's my purpose. So I am helping humanity. It's just in a different way than most people would think, because most people think they'll help you by giving you some stupid advice that's supposedly supposed to fix all your problems. No, we're not doing any of that. We're going to make this stream as terrible as possible to help you guys enjoy the actual things that matter in life. Which offhand, I can't think of what they are, but I'm sure there's something that matters in life. I just can't think of it. Yes, Josh, you're getting the idea, Josh. I do nothing. I offer my viewers nothing. I don't even offer you the opportunity to just enjoy the live stream. I don't even offer that. You're probably going to be miserable. That's what I offer. And the people who can't stick it out, the people who can't watch the stream, they're not going to benefit from it. But if you stick it out and you grind through it, and you just feel how horrible this is, and just grind your teeth at how much you can't stand this live stream. Once you've gone through that, you'll really be able to enjoy everything else life has to offer. Even if nothing technically matters, you'll still be able to enjoy it. That's what I offer to my viewers. That's what I offer to everybody watching the stream. This is what I offer humanity. This is my gift for humanity. Maybe it's not the standard way of looking at things and approaching things to make things better by just giving a random piece of advice or just by doing something that's supposed to make your life better. We gotta go at this by a different angle because obviously everything that's been going on has not been working. So we gotta try out something else. Honestly, most live streams are about nothing. It's just that most live streamers won't be willing to admit it. They'll pretend like, hey, you'll stay until the end of the stream and you'll learn something that will benefit your life. When in reality, no, it does not. And it doesn't mean anything. So at least I'm being honest with you guys and warning you ahead of time that yes, this live stream is a waste of time. And it's basically just for passing the time by and possibly making everything else in your life tolerable when you feel how intolerable this is. So I think I'm accomplishing my goal pretty well. Yes, there is somebody behind the door, guys. There's somebody behind this door that's gonna pop out at any minute. It's definitely not just a fake backdrop. It's not just a green screen background. This is a door back here. And you never know who's gonna jump out of there at any given moment. Guys, I think I'm going to go for about another 18 minutes until I reach the 2-hour mark, and then I'm going to end it. Regardless of how many people are watching, I'm going to end it. Thank you for the 32 likes on the live stream, guys. Wait a minute, everybody who liked the live stream already left the stream, so I'm basically thanking nobody right now. Okay. That's not good. Sorry, I can't stop spinning in this chair. Yes, there it is, guys. AJ Soprano. About time you recognize me. Yes, my guy is still talking. Amazing, isn't it? I'm pretty sure everybody would watch if I would just sit here and not say anything. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and not say anything, because clearly you'd rather me do that than to be talking. Yep, this is really entertaining, guys. I love that when people get on the live stream, they're like, this man's still talking? Why is he yapping so much? What else are you supposed to do on these vertical live streams? There's like nothing else to do but just yap. Very limited. What do you mean fake stories about being from the Sopranos? I'm AJ Soprano, guys. It's not fake. Yo, the guy tries to give a Bible verse and can't even give the whole thing. That's sad. Gotta get that first part in there. Using the ESV translation? Come on now. Yes, guys, we need to be solving the world's problems right now. Every video you watch on YouTube It's not for entertainment purposes. We need to be learning something. We need to be solving the world's problems. Exactly. Why am I just sitting here talking and not accomplishing anything? Why are we not solving the world's problems? Probably because even if I tried to solve the world's problems, it would be impossible. So how about I just sit down and enjoy myself? No, we can't have that. No, not supposed to be enjoying yourself. That reminds me of when I was in high school. We had a really strict teacher, and like she get mad at you for literally anything. Like even when we were outside the classroom and we were joking around in the hallway, she was like, "What are you guys doing? Get to class, you idiots!" And basically anytime she saw me or my friends having fun, she had to break it up. It's like we weren't even doing anything wrong, but we're joking around, we're having fun. Nope, get out of here. Can't be doing that. So, yeah, I feel like my teacher has invaded the live chat because it feels like I bet these live streams, I can't do anything right. I sometimes I'm serious and then everybody's like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you being serious?" And then I'm just joking around and they're like, "Oh, this is annoying. Why is this guy still yapping?" I mean, what do you guys want me to do at this point? I mean, I would love to do a live stream where I just sit here and do nothing. But somehow I don't think you guys would watch that. Like, just a guess, but I don't think that would happen. Yo, dude, what's up? I think I'm about to sneeze. Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna sneeze. I just lied, guys. I thought I was gonna sneeze and then I didn't. Turn off the live stream. I just blatantly lied to you guys. I said I was gonna stream and I didn't. Gonna stream. Duh, I'm streaming. I said I was gonna sneeze and then I didn't sneeze. Turn the live stream off. I can't. You're not allowed to be lying on YouTube. You can't have misinformation on YouTube. Can't do that. Everything you say must be 100% truthful. About 13 more minutes of streaming and then I'm gonna go do something else with my life. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something else. Oh, thank you, Doug. Yes, you need to report me, guys. Report me as soon as possible. This is a disgrace. Can't just be live streaming like this. There's something wrong with me, obviously. That's a fun accent. I've never heard anybody describe an accent as being fun. Especially not my accent. Most people think it's annoying. But whatever. I am from Pennsylvania, the great state. At least that's what they say, but I've been living here the past 20 years. I have yet to figure that one out. Whatever. Yes, back to steel factory forging. That's what you must do with your life, Doug. That is the only way you will be happy. Steel factory forging. Skin's itching right now. Oh, what do you know about that? There's a nice little fire ant on my arm. I wonder what? There you go. Putting in the entire Bible verse, and it's not in ESV. Congratulations, my man. We had some dude in here who couldn't even remember the whole verse, just putting half of it. Oh, are you spamming it now? Or is this a different one? Oh, it's a different one. Yes, you are very entertained right now. The amount of enjoyment you guys get out of these live streams is just unfair to me. Because I myself do not experience very much enjoyment. So I just envy you guys that you get to watch these amazing live streams and get to enjoy it. And it's like, I can't even enjoy it myself. I just have to sit here and keep talking while you guys have all the fun. Oh, sorry guys, I'm not supposed to be laughing. Sorry. That was definitely not sarcasm. Need to be serious, guys. Need to be serious. We only have 32 likes on the stream. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. It's because I'm joking around too much. If I was just being serious, we would obviously have more viewers. And we would have more likes on the live stream. I'd have more subscribers. I've got to be serious. Gotta be serious. Maybe get a green screen and mix it up. Yeah. This green screen is clearly not doing good enough. I need to put a better background than this. It's such a waste to have a green screen and put a random door closet as your background. Who would do such a thing? Guys, we're up to 33 likes. Holy smoke, I'm gonna fall over and die. Amazing. Oh, sorry. Fall over and unalive. Can't say that on YouTube. I keep forgetting. Well, honestly, I don't keep forgetting. I just don't care that much. Oh, no way. 34 likes. Walmart brand Nick Fuentes. That's good. Usually people just say Nick Fuentes. Thank you for adding the Walmart brand. Remember, Walmart brand is great value, guys. It's great value. So that's a compliment, right? No, I'm AJ Soprano, man. Not Nick Fuentes. AJ. The stream just disconnected. My brain just disconnected. Wait a minute, it's always disconnecting. It's reconnecting it, it's a problem. That would be out of the ordinary. Guys, every time I say the number of likes, you guys keep changing it. Well, there it went again. So I'm just gonna stop saying the number of likes. There's no point if you guys are just gonna change it every time. Yeah, good one, Teddy, yeah. Walmart takes your humanity away from you guys. I know Walmart is going to come after me after they see this amazing worldwide famous live stream. And they're not going to be happy about me saying negative things about Walmart. Can't be hurting the brand. 8 more minutes? Nope. I'm only going to stream for like 6 more minutes, guys. So if you've got some kind of earth-shattering information you would like to share with me, you've only got the next 6 minutes to let me know what that is. Yo, YouTube official, you're getting way out of hand here, son. That's even a little bit too dark for me, man. And I don't usually say that. Just because I was talking about Walmart doesn't mean I'm gonna do that. I mean, I know that's about what you would expect when we're talking about Walmart, but I can handle it. You know, Walmart is Walmart. You can't change it. I'm not gonna do anything drastic because of Walmart. Man, I think this is about time to end the live stream, guys. I don't think we're getting anywhere right now. Guys, if there's anything you ever wanted to tell AJ Soprano, now is the time. I am AJ's long-lost twin brother. And we communicate with each other every day. Call each other every day. Sometimes he hops in these live streams. So is there anything you guys need to tell AJ? Yes, on a live stream, guys. Just because of Walmart. Alright, Ace. At this point, Ace, you might as well just put every Bible verse known to man in the chat. At this point, why don't you just, like, send a Bible to everybody? Yo, now, oh, Ace, we're being a bad example. Now we got other people doing it. He's a foot washer, yeah. That's my full-time job, guys. I wash people's feet. Otherwise known as manicuring people's feet, but washing them sounds too degrading, so we don't say that. You can't say that in the business. You gotta say manicure. Yes, Andres, this is a very religious channel. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I might stream again tonight, but probably won't be a vertical live stream. It'll just be a horizontal live stream. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully better than yesterday. We'll see, guys. Depends how much energy I have left. Probably not much after this stream. Sorry, I can't stop clicking that pen for some reason. Yeah, I need to control myself, guys. I'm just being way too positive and too uplifting, too energetic. Gotta dial it back a bit. My doctor's been telling me my blood pressure's like higher than most normal humans. I'm exerting too much energy. You know, it's just way too much. People just can't handle it at this point. 10 more seconds and I'll made it for 2 hours. Never mind, 1 minute and 10 seconds. I thought it was an hour 58, or an hour 59, but no, it was an hour 58. I'm going blind, guys. I can't even see the numbers on the screen. This is sad. True Blueberry. You joined in a little bit too late, Blueberry. But guess what? Goodbye. No, I'm actually probably going to live stream again later with the regular horizontal live streams where I don't have to lose my mind as quickly as I do in these vertical live streams. These verticals live streams, I mean, I lose my mind pretty quick. You work at a post office? That's unacceptable. Tell the post office you need to take time off to watch my live stream. You're not supposed to be doing anything with you guys' life purpose is to be watching these live streams. You're not allowed to do your own thing. You are dependent on these live streams for life support. You will not make it without these live streams. Yes, I am not sleeping. I don't sleep. I'm a machine, guys. I'm a complete machine. I don't sleep. I don't rest. I don't ever shut my mouth for more than 5 seconds. Live stream, live stream, live stream. We just reached the 2-hour mark. Amazing, guys. True Blueberry, did you already leave the stream? You're not allowed to go back to working at the post office. I thought you would have made so much money at these brawl tournaments you keep telling me about. I wouldn't even think you'd need to have a full-time job. Yeah, if Nick Fuentes had bags under his eyes, that would be me. If Nick Fuentes went for weeks without sleeping, that would be me. Whoa, 22 viewers. Yes, Tyler. Actually, it says 23 on my end. Oh, now down to 17. Tyler, you just jinxed it. Now we're down to 17. We just lost those 5 or 6 people because you had to get your big butt in the stream and say, hey, you got 22 viewers. Wow, you're so good. And then we immediately lose those viewers. Get out of here, Tyler. I bet Tyler was one of the ones who left. How can you get rich like me, El Capo? Just stream every day. Stream on YouTube every day. Don't ever sleep. Don't ever eat. Don't ever go to the bathroom. You don't need to do those things. That's common misconception. Just sit here on the live stream. You don't take any breaks. You never stop talking. That's what you have to do, guys. If you want to make a living on YouTube, you can't be just diddling around. You can't just be, maybe I'll live stream today, maybe I won't. No, it's every day. It doesn't matter whether you feel like it or not. You're doing it, dummy. At least that's what I tell myself. Do I always listen to myself? Absolutely not. Because if I always listen to myself, man, imagine the world of pain I would be in right now. Nope, no bathroom breaks. You gotta hold it in, my man. You do YouTube live streams. If you take one break, if you tell your viewers you're gonna just take a short couple-minute break to go use the facilities, they'll just leave your live stream. If there's even 1 minute of there being nothing happening, if there's even 1 minute they have to wait and be patient, they're going to leave. They're going to leave. They need to be hyper entertained every second of every day. If they have 1 minute where somebody's not screaming in this microphone at them, and I go to the bathroom because I'm a human being, unfortunately I'm not a machine, they're just going to leave. They're going to be gone. So anytime I do these live streams, I make sure I go to the bathroom before every live stream. I eat plenty of food, drink plenty of water, and then the next, 10 hours of my life is just going to be misery. Yeah, you just have to take the risk. You have to take the risk of possibly exploding on your YouTube live stream because you didn't take care of these tasks. You have to risk it. If you don't risk it, you'll never get any following, you'll never get any audience. People who watch my streams, they expect me to be a machine. They don't expect me to be a human being. They expect every word out of my mouth to be hyper entertaining or hyper intelligent, and I can't make any mistakes. If I make a mistake, they just lose their minds. If I say one thing that doesn't make sense, lose your mind. If I take a bathroom break, not supposed to do that because that means the stream, there won't be anything happening on the stream for like a minute. And, that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible. It'd be a horrible live stream. You're not supposed to be a human being, guys. If you want to succeed in society, you have to get rid of your humanity. That's the secret recipe, guys. You want to get rich, you want to be successful, just eliminate your humanity. It's that easy. You just work like a machine. You don't think. You just do. That's what you do, guys. Eliminate your humanity. Forget about what you care about. Forget about that. It doesn't matter. That's not going to help you. Eliminate the humanity. Once you've eliminated your humanity, that's when you will start succeeding. Now, regardless of whether eliminating your humanity stops you from actually enjoying life, forget about that. You don't need to enjoy life, guys. This one life you're gonna have, you're not supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to just be a machine. Be a machine. Just don't think. Just do. It'd be such a waste of your life if you actually used your brain and just did the things you enjoy doing. That would be a complete waste, would it not? Gotta be a machine. Gotta eliminate your humanity. It doesn't matter if that also eliminates your enjoyment of life. Doesn't matter. Get rid of it. Anything to succeed in the eyes of other human beings that have no control over your life. That's what it's all about. Alright, guys, we're losing viewers rapidly. Everybody who just left is in the Matrix now. They're in the Matrix and they don't want me to wake them up, so I will not continue. I do not want to destroy your view of the Matrix. Yes, that's some really good advice. I'm a nobody, guys. I mean nothing. I have no value as a human being. Just the fact that I'm live streaming on YouTube means I'm a machine. I'm not a human. I have no value at all. And it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't mean anything. And, yeah. I'm getting the stream, guys. Thanks for joining in for that mess. What's my favorite movie? Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Lord of the Rings movies are my favorites, but that's my favorite out of the three, so there you go. Thank you for asking a normal human question that actually made sense, because I think that was the first one I got in the past 2 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for being a normal human being. There aren't many of you left. And I myself cannot claim to be a normal human being anymore. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. You've never seen The Lord of the Rings, Andres. So essentially you're telling me you've never lived before. Like you've never lived life. What are we doing, Andres? You haven't lived until you watch those movies, my man. No, you do not have value just for being a human being. You do not. That's a common fallacy. You need to be doing things. You need to constantly be doing things. You need to, if you're doing YouTube live streams, you need to be hyper entertaining. You can't just sit in front of the camera and act like you would normally. You have to lose your mind, and you have to absolutely go nuts to have any value on YouTube. And during your daily life, you have no value as a human being if you're not accomplishing things. You have to be accomplishing things. You cannot just take a break and think about things and use your brain and just just think about the way things really are and not just be distracting yourself constantly. You can't do that. That's just unacceptable. No value as a human being. uh, yes, that is satire. Most of the things I say is sarcasm, guys, and that was one of them. Humans do have value regardless whether they accomplish things or not. But a lot of people will not tell you that because they want you to just basically be their servants, you know? They want you to work for them. Your life will not be fulfilled until you come to my house right now and you do all of my work for me. You edit my videos, you take care of the lawn, you mow the lawn, you do all this stuff. Then you will have value as a human being. Essentially, the people who say you don't have value as a human being by just being a human being are the people who are trying to take advantage of you. So there you go. So if somebody tells you don't have value just as being a human being, it's because they're trying to take advantage of you, which is 99.9% of human beings on Earth are trying to take advantage of each other. And we wonder why human civilization is not going anywhere. It's because everybody's just taking advantage of everybody else. That doesn't get us anywhere. I hate to break it to you. It doesn't do anything. It's just a never-ending cycle. You're living your life on a hamster wheel. You're always running, but we're never moving anywhere. Kind of like this live stream. I keep talking, but we're never really we're never really getting anywhere. But that's life for you guys. It's all work, no reward. There is no reward for living this life. Congrats, guys. It's called pain, pain, pain. Sorry, American soldier, I just planted those terrible seeds in your brain. It's time for us to go back and live in the Matrix, guys. Time to go back. I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm gonna go eat supper with the family, go and distract myself with hyper entertainment, and try not to think too much about how meaningless my life really is. So I'm gonna go do that. You guys figure out your own coping mechanisms. Feels better when you ignore us. All right, I'm sorry, Doug. I just acknowledged your comment there, so I just made you feel bad. Yes, I need to start selling some courses and make crypto. Yes, that is what's gonna give me value as a human being, guys. I do not have value as a human being. I will never have value as a human being until I sell crypto and some courses online. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. It's just so pathetic. I don't understand how human beings have been falling for this for hundreds of years. It's so pathetically obvious and dumb. Everybody, welcome into the Matrix, everybody, where you live your whole life getting taken advantage of. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna go and leave and enjoy more people taking advantage of me. This is so dumb. Why is this so accurate? So bad. Anyway, I really gotta stop. I can't stop. Anyway, yeah. So if you guys enjoy live streams like this, I live stream about every day, so whether I have this much energy or not is another question. So, I'm not saying every one of my live streams is hyper entertaining, because most of them are not, so just brace yourselves. Alright. Goodbye, guys. I hope the microphone helped the sound quality, because I hope I didn't just hold this microphone in my hand for the past 2 hours and 14 minutes for absolutely no reason, because that would be an incredible waste of hand energy and all that great stuff. All right. Goodbye, guys. Yes, everybody, get into crypto, guys. You don't have any value as a human being until you get into crypto. All right? Do it. Do it now.